I just put welcome in the chat?
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to put on Facebook Live. We ready?
Mm-hmm. Hello, everybody. We're going to get started here in a few minutes, about 5 minutes. Well, let me turn it on now.
Mm-hmm. Slow connection. I wish I had the link to put in.
That's why I turned off everything that was on the internet.
I was hoping I would have been able to put the link in the comments. Getting ready for the first meaningful conversations with Dr. Devin Fulton Sr. 2 minutes and 28 seconds.
Are you in the live?
I don't know. But it says live at 2:20.
Yeah, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Link your screen, baby. I don't get it anymore. What?
Just waiting for the conversation about the Devin. Okay. One waiting.
Waiting?
It's 7.
Okay. Hello. Thank you for joining me tonight. This is our first episode for this new podcast that I'm launching, Meaningful Conversations with Dr. Devin Oten. Uh, what we want to do with this particular podcast, we want to have some real conversations. A lot of what we talk about on Facebook and on different social media platforms, it's just a lot of mess, hearsay, causing confusion, a lot of different things going on. And I said, you know what? We're going to do a podcast where each week we can talk about something that's meaningful for our communities. And tonight, I want to talk about the family structure. And for the next few weeks, I'm going to talk about the family structure. I have my wife here with me, Michelle. She's going to come in. We have 3 segments that we're going to do for the podcast. One, I'll do a monologue basically about what's going on, what's bothering me, if you will, things that we need to consider. And then the second segment will be Michelle coming in, and I call that a moment with Michelle. She'll share, some wisdom with us, some insight. And then the third segment is we want to go over what you put in the chat, your questions, your testimonies, your remarks. So we want to be involved. We want to be engaged. We want to share ideas, share thoughts. I'm not here to share absolutes. I'm just here to share what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking about what's going on, and how we can make improvements and make changes. Is everybody able to hear me okay? I hope everybody's able to hear me okay. Like I said, we're going to start this podcast off talking about the family structure. People are.
Yeah, it says one waiting, so I'm trying to figure out.
The folks are on here.
Okay.
Folks are on here. Yeah.
Also, I just can't see it.
Yeah, folks are on here. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. So tonight I want to specifically talk about what's going on.
Okay.
I can see. I want to specifically talk about what's going on with our young women and our young men. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing children being born to single mothers, being raised by single mothers in our communities. It's causing a whole lot of issues. I'm going to go over the stats and the data. I don't want us to get too caught up in the data. I want us to have a conversation about this. I mean, really talk about what's happening in our communities. I'm going to share my own personal testimony, how growing up in a single parent household, how that impacted me, and how that changed my life in so many different ways. Of course, there's a lot of positives that we can pull out of growing up in a single parent household. However, the data is very clear. You and I have eyes, we have ears, we can feel what's going on in our communities and how it's being impacted by us not understanding the family structure. I'm going to talk about the purpose of the father and the purpose of especially the grandfather. That's something we don't think about a whole lot, but it's something I want to talk about tonight. So let me give you some of the data on how our communities are being impacted by single parents raising our children. And for our non-Black African-American friends who are here with us, this is for you as well, because you need to know this information, be armed with this information. It'll hopefully give you another level of empathy, cause you to tap into your emotional intelligence when you're dealing with some young people who may be confused, who may not be necessarily on the right track. There's a reason for it, and we need to address it. So in context, nearly 70% of Black children are born to single mothers in this country, with roughly 48% living in single parent homes. And 37% of Black children born in this country live in a home with their biological parents. And that's according to the Institute for Family Studies. 47% of Black mothers were single mothers, far higher than any other group. Now, if we get into the minutia of it, it's not even close That's a problem.
Hmm.
Young women, young men, and we're not putting this all on the young women. The young men have a role to play in this as well. Let's talk about the economic strain and poverty that this causes in our communities. Black children in single parent households are around 3.5 to 3.7 times more likely to live in poverty compared to their peers in stable married biological parent families, even after adjusting for maternal age and education. Once again, that's from the Institute for Family Studies. Single mother households face systemic financial barriers. I'm going to say that again. Single mother households face systemic financial barriers, poverty, lower earnings, and fewer resources. Factors tightly linked to children's outcomes. And we're going to get into those outcomes. And this is from a survey by PMC. Let's talk about education, which is so important. Education has changed the lives and the trajectory of so many of us in our communities, but yet so many are being left behind because of poor schools, because they live in poor communities that don't have a tax structure to invest in education in those particular public school systems. So in education, think about the long-term outcomes. Black children raised in two-parent families have nearly 70% higher odds of earning a college degree. Now, a college degree is not the end all be all, because you have those who have trades who are doing much better than those who have college educations. I have friends who are electricians, making 300, 400, 500,000 a year, plumbers, so on and so forth. So this is no knock against that. However, the data is the data. 70% of Black children who are born in a household with their mother and their father, they are more likely, 70% more likely to earn a college degree compared to those from single parent homes. Single parent background also correlates with approximately 1.8 times higher likelihood of incarceration. Okay, we know incarceration is something we got to talk about, something we got to address, something we have to come together and galvanize to make a difference. The communities that many of us grew up in, the community I grew up in, New Orleans, a lot of friends, family went to jail. Some are even still incarcerated. It's beyond ridiculous, and it's something that we can do about that. However, single parent mothers, we see the impact of single parent mothers. Children are more likely to go to prison in a single parent household. How
Hmm.
about behavioral and emotional challenges? African American youth from single mother households show a higher incidence of internalized behaviors like aggression and acting out, especially when there's conflict between the mother and co-parent or reduced warmth from caregiver figures or caregiving figures. Now, what that basically means is that these children are more likely to express themselves differently because they're going to be oriented a lot differently. Because a lot of times, a single mother may have to go and work. So there may be a family member who's unqualified to be a caregiver, an older sibling who's unqualified to be a caregiver, trying to take care of that child, and that child is not receiving the proper care. Okay? I'm trying to hit a few bases here before I go into some personal stuff.
Mhm.
Single mothers often face high stress. Somebody say amen.
Amen.
Depression and
Yeah.
isolation, which may lead to more psychologically controlling or rejecting parenting behaviors,
Yeah.
contributing to offspring depression, anxiety, and behavioral disorders. Girls, in particular, are more prone to depressive symptoms in these contexts.
Hmm.
Men, we need to be there for
Okay.
not only our sons, but our daughters as well.
Yes, 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 yes.
So I just got a text.
You got a text?
Folks not able to see me. Let me see. I'm on. Okay, there we go. Okay, I got it. I got it. Yeah.
You got it. Okay, because I couldn't see you either, babe.
Okay. All right. So everybody.
Thank you, cousin Brixie.
So everybody can see me now.
Wardell.
And everybody can hear me.
Tyra.
Put a thumbs up for me. Thank you.
Just naming people.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. This is our first go around. So.
Yeah, we figuring it out. Still, I got some microphones coming in and some other accessories that I need. And we're going to see this continue to grow and develop, if you will.
Yes, Lord.
All right. According to the family stress model, economic hardship leads to caregiver psychological distress, which in turn disrupts nurturing parenting and harms child adjustment. This pattern is well documented in low income African American families headed by single mothers. Systemic racism, mass incarceration, and economic instability are powerful forces behind single parent prevalence and disadvantage, not a result of individual failings. Okay, so I want to make sure the single mothers who are listening right now, these challenges have a lot to do with the systemic structure that's set up in this particular country. Okay. And one of the ways that single mothers have been able to be successful, raise their kids successfully, send their kids off to trade school, college, et cetera, is because of a strong family support unit and a strong community. Usually those who are connected to a place of worship in their community, connected to a minister, a rabbi, a pastor. Okay. Additional pressures. How long have we been on?
Not that long, babe. Keep
Not that
on.
long. Okay. Children of incarcerated parents, disproportionately Black, experience significant instability, stigma, sleep problems, and greater risk of entering the criminal justice system themselves. This is one that's very near and dear to my heart. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us think about this because we're starting to hear it more over the past few years. We're hearing it more and more and more about mental health. Mental health needs are especially high among Black youth. Wow. Somebody say amen.
Amen.
Yet 50 to 75% do not receive needed care due to cost, stigma, and limited access. Now, I've shared this with several of my friends, several of you on this particular call tonight. I believe that every African American person in this country needs some level of therapy.
Wow.
Your ancestors were enslaved. They were deprived. A system was put in place. People ask me all the time, well, why can Korean and different Asian groups come here and they're successful? They're able to build this, build that, do this, build entire communities, because the systemic system in this country was not designed to stop them from realizing the American dream. It was designed for those who look like me. That's why. So we got these additional pressures, mental health needs. 50 to 75% of our young people have mental health challenges and they never get diagnosed. They never receive treatment or therapy.
Wow.
And they're more likely to experience educational, academic issues, incarceration, among other things, because they have a single mother who's out there probably working 2-3 jobs and not able to invest as she would desire to invest in her children. Now, of course, we got the other extreme where we got some lazy mothers out there, could care less about their kids' development, growth, all those things. And that's not something we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to look at the positive. Now, we just looked at the data. And I know pretty much all of us have seen the data, looked at the data, considered the data. And it's alarming, it's disheartening, it's discouraging. But guess what? I saw all this my entire life growing up in the projects.
What projects, man?
Most of the people in single parent households who are experiencing poverty in a single parent, single mother household
Mm-hmm.
have seen the ills of everything that we're talking about. I saw school dropout, high school dropouts. I saw incarceration. I saw drug addiction, drug use, all of that thing, all of those sorts of things. Now, I'm not saying that a child growing up in a household with a mother and father won't experience these things,
Right.
because they will.
Right. Right.
However, it's overwhelmingly clear that our children have a better chance, a better opportunity if they have their mother and their father in the household with them.
Yeah.
Now, I want to get into this just briefly. You know, there's a war going on. There's a spiritual war that's happening. And the enemy, he understands that to destroy the family, one of the great tools that he can use to destroy the family is to remove the father from the household.
Hmm.
The one who brings the structure, the one who's really the foundation of the home, brings the discipline to the home, brings a mentality of we're going to work, we're going to earn our keep, we're going to develop as human beings. And that's not even the most important part. The most important part is he don't want grandfathers in the household. He don't want grandfathers in the community. Why? Okay, I studied strategic leadership in my doctoral program, had a chance to study cultures all over the world, how leadership is developed in those different cultures. And by far, most cultures, non-Western, because Western culture is very different. That's what you and I are acclimated to now. That's what we primarily follow, Western. But we come from Eastern cultures. Our ancestors came from Africa. You go to Asia, you go to Africa, you go to the Middle East, places like this, Central South America. Generally, the cultures value grandparents, especially grandfathers. Grandfathers are the ones who set the tone for the family, set the tone for the community. Matter of fact, in most of these customs, most of these traditional Eastern values, the grandfather is the one who's responsible for letting things into the community and letting things out of the community. What does that mean? In the Jewish custom, in the Hebrew text, the Old Testament, the grandfather, his responsibility was to get up every morning and sit at the gate of the city. So the grandfathers would get together, have their coffee, and sit at the gate. I'm just being facetious with the coffee. They would sit at the gate and they would determine when people were coming in, who could come in and what they could bring in. And when people were leaving, they determined who was leaving and what they could leave with.
Wow.
I want you to think about that for a minute. Because we haven't had fathers, we haven't had grandfathers. So the enemy has been able to bring pretty much any and everything he wanted to bring into our community. Drugs, prostitution, instability, lack of education. Now, don't get me wrong. As a people, we are resilient. We are miracles.
Yes, we are.
Walking here today.
Yeah.
We had groups like the Black Panthers who say, you know what? We're going to police our own community. We're going to feed our children. We're going to protect our communities with our AKs. We're going to make sure our children are safe. Our women are safe. But then the racist systemic system had to destroy that because that took away their control. We can't let them control their community. We can't let them control the trajectory of their children. You follow me? So we have to do it. We have to get together. We have to galvanize. We have to change the way we see each other, change the way we interact with each other, change the way we do things in our communities, in our families. And I want to give a couple of shout outs because growing up, I didn't see wholesome marriages, wholesome relationships.
All right.
They were dysfunctional to the greatest degree.
Yeah.
If someone was married in the family, a lot of times those relationships were very, very dysfunctional. But I was fortunate enough when I went into ministry to see several families, several husbands and wives that were doing this thing the right way, the nuclear family, if you will, the traditional
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Pastor E.L. and Audrey Womack in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Man, that is a strong, powerful marriage. I saw them raise their children
Mm.
and grandchildren and the impact that they had on their family. Uh, Charles and Gladys Wallace, they're in Baton Rouge as well, pastors there. I saw them up close, how well they work together as a team. Charles and Ursula Allen, Master Sergeant Charles Allen. He was my non-commissioned officer in charge when I was in the Air Force. That marriage was a marriage to be admired and respected and even followed. Um, so that's a little bit about what I wanted to start this off with. Of course, talk a little bit about my personal experience. I'm telling you, it was tough, and I know it was hard on my siblings as well. Uh, growing up in the house without your father, not having that protection, that mentorship, that guidance, it made things tough, and it was embarrassing.
Yeah.
It gave me a level of shame. I was forced to go to a church in the project in the community we lived in, and I could hear them as a little kid, 5, 6 years old, calling me a bastard.
Wow.
Look at a little bastard. Didn't have my father's name. Didn't have that. That was a shame. That could have wrecked me mentally.
Yeah.
But you know what I decided? I said, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to another child.
Yeah.
The children I have, they're going to have my name and they're going to be raised in my house.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, when my wife and I divorced, I fought for custody for my kids so they can have their father in the house with them.
Yeah.
Because we didn't go into this, but the data shows us that single fathers have a lot more success in these areas raising their kids.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it was perfect. I'm not saying that all single fathers are perfect. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Take the data for the data. Thank you, everyone, for joining. My wife's going to jump in now. She's going to give us her thought of the day, give us her wisdom for today. And then we want to look at some of your questions. We want to look at some of your comments and make sure we share that as well.
So
Go ahead, baby.
To you.
Go ahead, baby. Jump in here.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Oh my gosh, look at all the people. Wow. This is so wonderful. This is Devin's first time, doing this. And guess what? The support is off the chain.
Well, this is not my first podcast.
Well, not the first podcast,
Yeah.
but this particular one, right? Yeah.
This theme, yes.
Yeah, this theme.
Just having conversations, just meaningful
conversation.
not just foolishness, very meaningful stuff that impacts us personally.
Yeah.
Because we got family members being impacted by this.
Yeah.
And we talk about it, we pray about it.
Yeah, a lot of things hit home for me as well. Devin and I both grew up in kind of a sort of the same situation. Single mom. Shout out to my mom. She's getting ready to make 80 years old. I'll be home soon. Hope she don't see this, but I don't know.
Don't know that, right?
I hope she don't see it, but I'll be home soon. She was a very strong person, raising 2 boys and me, baby girl, of course. A lot of stuff resonated with me as well. As Devin stated, that when adults, they say things around children, and thinking that we are kids, some of the stuff that we won't, they think we don't know what it is. But when you get older, the word bastard, we didn't know what it was. We just thought it was a cuss word, right? But when you get older, you realize the meaning of the word. And then it's like, oh my God, these were people that I was going to church with. And oh my God, why would they say something like that? Right. So, and as adults, we're grandparents, and we try to put as much wisdom as we possibly can in our grandchildren, right? We
Yes,
try to do the best that we can.
absolutely.
As parents,
Mhm.
we were not perfect. We did the best that
Mhm.
we could as parents. And,
Mhm.
and I hope that my children, which I know they do, I know that they appreciate, what I instilled in them. And also their dad. I can't leave their dad out as well. I'm not going to leave him out. And the family, the support. That's super, super, super important. Always, we always need support. Always. And I know he touched bases on mental,
Yeah, mental
mental
health
mental
illness.
health,
Yeah.
getting counseling, guys. There was a time where I had to stop working, and I had to get some type of counseling myself, and it really helped. That was my first time ever doing anything like that before, but I was at my wit's end. And I'm grateful that the particular program that I was able to go into, it had me to pull away from my issue, which was work at the time,
Mhm.
and to focus on other things. And then great things came out of that as well.
Mhm.
So, when you
Yeah.
think you're down and out, and then God will show up and like, look, you're here, but guess what? This is where you're about to be.
Yeah.
So that's some of the things that happen as
Mhm.
well. But this, like Devin said, this is our first time. Well, this is his first time, doing this particular podcast, and we thank you guys for tuning in. Support. We all need support. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, no one's perfect, right?
Absolutely.
Nobody's perfect.
Mhm.
As grandparents, we have to be strong, instill great values in our grandchildren.
Yeah.
You know.
And getting back to how the enemy wants to stop the father from becoming a grandfather
Mm,
is, I haven't seen, my grandkids for a
yeah.
couple of years now.
Yeah.
Not of my own doing. My wife can tell you, we go out and see and spend time with the grandkids, two, three, four times a year.
Yeah.
And they way on the East Coast.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep us in prayer about that.
Yeah.
Pray for my daughter and her husband and their kids. They have three kids, and we love them dearly. We love all of
Yeah.
our grandkids.
Yes.
We say blended family, but Michelle and I grew up like family. She was like my little sister. Her brother Michael, that was
Mm-hmm.
my best friend as a kid growing up. Willie was
Mm-hmm.
like a big brother. So we've been knowing each other most of our lives, and her mother is like a mother to me, and her aunts are like an aunt to me. Matter of fact, we just talked to Aunt Chris
Yeah.
just recently.
Yeah.
But anyway, you have any other thoughts you want to
No,
share?
I think we should get to some of these comments in the chat. I can't
Yeah,
see it. Maybe he can see it because I
yeah,
can't see
because
it.
I'm having some challenges with. I'm on my tablet, y'all. So it's kind of small, and I'm trying to figure out how to get to the
Why are
comments.
we
Here
so
we
give out
go.
some shout outs to people
Here we
first.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We got Dr. Kara on here with us, Dr. K, as we affectionately call her. Wonderful woman, woman of God, woman of inspiration. She has a podcast as well that she just launched. And Dr. K, if you can put your podcast in the chat so everyone can see that, because I had a chance to watch one of the episodes yesterday. Really powerful stuff. We see Toby. Toby is on here.
Hey, Toe.
Our good friend. My goodness, our good friend. That's Che Dutch,
Shay Dutch.
oldest
That's
son.
firstborn.
Yeah, oldest son on here. I see Jahari, youngest
Third born.
child.
Mill
Uh,
was on earlier. Second born.
yeah, Mill was on.
He was on
He's
Facebook.
on Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, he was
All
on
right, Mill.
Facebook.
Okay. And Dr. K said alcohol abuse plays a big role too.
She did not
Drug,
say that.
drug and
Okay. She
alcohol
didn't say
abuse
that
plays
because
a
I'm
big role.
drinking some wine.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. It
Okay.
does
Yeah.
play a big role, a massive role. Absolutely. And we've
Yeah.
all, on some level, have been impacted by it.
Yeah.
I've seen friends die friends I grew up with, still strung out on drugs, in jail, behind drugs, alcohol, all those things. Absolutely, Dr. K.
Yeah.
Let's see
Yeah.
what else we got here.
Toby.
Brother Toby said, "Teach, teach, Dr. Oden." Thank you, Brother Toby. I see Brother Jacory on here.
Hey,
Brother
Jacory.
Jacory, man, please put your your new release, your new record, in the chat as well, so folks can go out and listen to that and get your work, man. Jacory is one of the top gospel musicians here in the Bay Area, anywhere in the country, actually. Just
Yeah.
beautiful music that he puts out. So make sure you
Yeah.
put that in there, Brother Jacory.
And Toby wants you
Let's
to
see.
touch bases on grandfathers who have spiritual examples. Who are spiritual examples?
Let's see. This verse encourages remembering and honoring those who have lived faithfully before us, something that applies to the grandfathers
Yeah.
who have been spiritual examples. Let me read that to y'all,
Yeah.
if
That's
you
a
haven't had a
word. That's
chance
a
to look
word.
at it.
So
Brother Toby put in Hebrews 13:7, and he's using that NIV because he know that's what Pastor Lee uses over at Mount Calvary, the NIV. And he said, this verse encourages remembering and honoring those who have lived faithfully before us, something that applies to grandfathers who have been spiritual examples.
yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What else
Okay.
we have?
A black man, you're proud, brave enough to get on. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Let me get
For
down
K.
to it. I'm
You
trying to
got it.
tap this. Okay, Dr. K, I love the conversations and the fact that as a black man, you're proud and brave enough to get on and share by bringing awareness to the community and the collective. I appreciate you. Thank you, Dr.
Mm.
K. I appreciate. She's always mentoring me and really encouraging me to continue to do the work the Lord has called me to do. Let's see, Toby. Yes, indeed. Raised by a single mother, raising four
Mm-hmm.
kids, three boys, one girl. Looking back on it, she had to be the mother and the father, provide unconditional love and more.
More.
Incredible. Incredible.
Yeah.
Yes,
And Toby's
absolutely.
mama about to be 80 as well.
Oh,
Next
really?
month, I think he told me. Yeah.
Happy birthday to Mother Riley. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
so many of our women have had to raise the children on their own. A lot of it
Mm-hmm.
is not their fault, of their own doing. There was a system put in place
Hmm.
to get the father out of the house. Uh, those
Yeah.
projects that they built. I want to say this: the projects we initially built for Europeans coming to this country, it was temporary housing. They
Yeah.
would live in there, low rent, get on their feet, and move out.
Yeah.
So then they decided to open those up to us, and we didn't have the sense to realize the purpose of it was for us to be there for a period of time, get on our feet, and get out. Okay, I tell you, y'all have no idea. I think about this from time to time. I hate the fact that I had to live in the project all my life, but
Yeah.
it motivated me. I said, you know what? I will not live like this. I will not live in a project. My kids will grow up in a home. My kids will have a car to get around in.
Yeah, and property management, it's just unfortunate that a lot of times you see families, generations, the grandmother, the grandfather, the children, children's children. It's just generations of, oh yes, my grandparents lived here, my mom lived here, I'm gonna live here. Nah, bruh. That's not the ticket. Nah,
No.
it's not. It's not. It's definitely not.
And my oldest brother, my dear
Hey,
brother,
grandma.
Alvin Henry, he's also my fraternity brother. He said that was great. The message is clear. Keep it going. And I know he was impacted
Yeah.
by what my dad did when I said my siblings. I mean, all my siblings. And I know he was impacted by it, but he always loved me, always encouraged me, always made sure I understood that I was his brother. He was my big brother,
Mm-hmm.
and I can
Mm-hmm.
go to him for anything. All right.
T Tracy. Oh shoot.
What happened? Where is
You
it?
went too far down. Uh-uh.
If you touch that, it's gonna.
Okay.
Keep going. Oh, you're
Okay.
going too
So
far.
Ja'Cory, Trey.
Hold up. Let me
Okay, there
go
you go.
right here.
Uh-uh. We getting
Yeah,
there,
I'm gonna do
y'all.
this on my laptop
All
next
right. There
time.
she go, T Tracy.
Let me see. All right, Auntie Tracy Quinn. She said, "Thank you for always praying for us and for our families." Amen.
So they'll be celebrating. My oldest brother and my sister in love will be celebrating their 40th wedding
40.
anniversary in November. Yep,
They've been married about as long as
40
we've been
years.
alive.
Yep, yep,
Congratulations.
yep. 40
Awesome.
years. 40
Awesome.
years.
Awesome. All right. Toby said, praying.
Yeah.
Maria Scott jumped on. Hi, Sister Maria. She said, well stated. Dr. K, building strong and resilient children starts in the home. It's important to build healthy relationships with your children so that it continues into adulthood. We need to break the cycle. Yes, we got
Yeah.
to break this cycle. We got to break this
Okay,
cycle.
Chad say, who that? Who that? Who that?
It's Shay Dutch.
Jahari Matthews,
He's
best
the
for
best for
last.
last. You
He
talking
think
about your
he's the
mom?
best. No, he's talking
You talking
about
about his
him.
mom?
He's talking about himself because I was
Oh, the
shouting.
best.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's the
okay.
best.
Yeah.
Look at Tammy Whammy. Hey, Tammy Whammy, love you.
Don't be taking my name that I gave her.
Oh, well, then shoot, we sharing
Tammy
it.
Whammy.
Hey,
Hey, my
peeps.
people.
Love
Love
you
you
guys.
guys.
Love you too,
Okay.
sweetheart.
Okay. Yes, that's Dr. K's podcast at Unleashed Goddesses Among Us.
All right. We got the second brother, the brother, Michael Morgan Jr. Absolutely.
That's
Keep
my
this
brother.
going.
That's my brother, Michael Morgan.
That's the one he said he used to come by my mom's house wanting to go play with, but then he was actually trying to get me.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mhm.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay. I came over to see Mike and we would go play ball and you couldn't wait to run out there to see me and act like you wanted to play ball with us.
That's
Okay,
not the
tell
way
the
it
truth.
went. That's
Tell
not
the
the way
truth.
it went.
Shame the devil. Tell the truth. All right.
I see Aaron's
I
wife.
see,
Hey,
I
cuz.
see cuz Alicia
Hey,
Marie
cuz.
Moulton. Very
All right.
informative.
All right, cuz.
All right, cuz.
Thank
Let's see.
God
Yes.
for grandparents.
Thank God. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank God for
Yes.
grandparents. Let me tell you how important that is, Tammy Whammy. Man, if it wasn't for my maternal grandmother, my goodness, it would have been hard on me. You know, she's of course gone on to glory. That was my heart. That was my first love. There, my grandmother. Absolutely, we got to have those grandparents. Thank you very much. Oh yes, Sister Rowe. That's my sister. Married my best friend, Delisa Rowe, Aaron Travis Rowe wife. She said, thank you. Very much needed conversation. Maria Scott, that's real. I was raised in the projects as well. It definitely was an eye opener. Laugh out loud. Uh, Jahari, great words, guys. Let's see, the grandparents. Tree is amazing. Let me see, Devin. No, I've seen firsthand how families lack. Devin, this got to be my son, right?
Where?
It says Devin O, and it doesn't say Junior. You got to put Junior on your stuff, bro, or people gonna think it's me.
Devin
He
O.
says, I've seen firsthand how families lack the ability to flourish when not whole. We can still beat the odds and teach kids taxes and how to balance checkbooks.
All right,
Yeah,
Junior.
that Devin Jr. That
Love
sounds like something he
you.
would say. Let me
There go
see.
Aaron, man.
Aaron, AI is your brother, but Al is your brother. Aaron Rowe.
Aaron raising y'all the same age.
It was my best friend growing up, Aaron Rowe.
What you say, Dutch? Go ahead, man.
He said, Al is your brother, but I raised you.
That's too cute.
Oh man, what's funny about it is I actually raised him. But anyway,
yeah, look at Chad. Say he the best.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because he was the first.
He was the first.
Yeah, he was the first.
Yeah.
So yeah, he had to lead the way.
There you go. There you go.
All
what
right.
you say, Tobias Riley?
Toby. Yes, projects. Affordable housing should be used as a stepping stone to help families to prosper and to have a better way of life, but they have to want better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that's coming from a man who is a property manager. He manages properties out in a great place, out in wine country, Napa and American Canyon. Let's see. She want to play ball. She does. Yeah, she wanted to play ball. She would come
I
out.
used to play football.
She'd come out and play football with us. Whatever it was we was doing. If we was running, racing, knowing she wasn't about that life. She just wanted to get close to me. That's all. That's all.
No,
All right.
the
Dr. K,
opposite.
you
Ex
guys are
Michael.
so cute. Hey. Uh, Alvin, this is Quan. You guys are doing a great job. Keep going.
Hey, brother-in-law.
It's Quan. Why is it showing on Alvin?
Alvin here. I don't know,
This
baby.
is Quan. Huh?
That's okay. It's all good.
Okay. All right.
I know that.
Well,
That's wonderful.
Well, look, we love you. We're gonna do this every Wednesday. Wednesday, 7 o'clock Pacific. That's 9 Central. That's 10 Eastern. Yes, and
Facebook.
Michelle has a Facebook Live on her phone.
Hey, Cheryl.
So Facebook. I'm sorry, we didn't get a chance to look at
Rita.
Facebook and see what everybody was saying there.
Oh my gosh, cousin Brixie. Hey, Waddell.
Cousin Brixie, Minister Brixie.
Rocky, our
from
neighbor.
From the Potter's house.
Hey, Rocky.
Rocky is on.
TT. Oh
hey,
my
Rocky.
gosh. Tyra Marie, my baby girl.
Tata on?
Tata was on Facebook.
Tata,
hey,
love you, baby.
Tata, love you.
Yes.
Did we miss anybody?
Get the boys a kiss for
hey,
us.
Hey, Rochelle. Long time, boo.
Oh, man, it's my sister.
I know. So we're going to be on when again, babe?
Wednesday. Every Wednesday, 7 o'clock Pacific time, 9 Central, of course, 10 Eastern, right here at this channel. Meaningful Conversations with Dr. Devin Oten. Sister Michelle is going to have her segment. She's going to give an inspiring word. We're going to go over any questions that you have for us, any comments, any remarks. And we love you and appreciate you. How long we been on, guys? Because 46 minutes. Because I only wanted this to be about 20, 25 minutes.
I know, but I think a good hour would be good because we could get more feedback from people.
Yeah, we got
so put some more stuff in the comments. I wish there was a way that we could bring someone on as well, but I don't think that we can.
What do you mean? Yeah, I just have to figure it out on this tablet. I know how to do it on my laptop, but on this tablet, yes.
Yeah.
All right, and also you can hit me up. Shoot me a text, shoot me an email, shoot me a DM. Of some topics you'd like to see us discuss. I know for the next few weeks, I really want to talk about the family structure, because our family structure is in complete chaos in this country, and we got to get back to our Eastern ideals, how we were raised, how our ancestors were raised to value family, to value the husband and wife relationship. We need to talk more about this sort of thing. Of course, there's different types of families. I get that. And I'm not saying anything ill of different types of family structures. I'm just talking about the family structure that we came from.
Yeah.
And, the data tells us that that's the way to set our children up for the greatest level of success, the greatest possibilities, if you will.
And I think just to piggyback.
Look at Patricia. Look at
Patty.
Mildred. Patty Cake jumped on. That's Mildred.
Look our sister on there. Hey, Mildred.
That's Mildred.
So I think just to piggyback off what Devin said, each one of us on this live stream have different upbringings, right? And I think us expressing some of the things that went on in our upbringing, because some people just don't share anything and they keep everything inside, and then it starts spewing out different ways, different attitudes, different gestures, different ways, and we compress all that stuff, right? And then it's like, okay, I need to get some counseling. So this would be a platform to actually kind of what word am I trying to use, babe?
To get some therapy.
We're not the therapist, but just to kind of
just this conversation,
release and let it go. Yeah,
this conversation is therapy,
and that's why he named it Meaningful Conversations, because sometimes you don't feel comfortable having conversations, but we're all adults, right? So our comfortability level is much higher as it would have been if we were kids, experience the same thing. So I think what Devin wants to do is just for us to be. There you go, Mildred. And yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Thank you, my love. An outlet, no holds barred, no judging, no criticism.
Yes.
Lay it on. There you go, Toby. No judge. Yes, yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
this is where Devin is coming from.
Yes.
And then we're going to have some conversation.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, we're not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. We are trying to grow, to do better, to be able to possibly, you know, for those who are not grandparents, to instill great things in our grandchildren and, you know, children as well, and to be able to be as open as we possibly can.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. K.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone, please like, share, subscribe to the
Yeah.
channel. We want to grow the channel.
Yeah.
We want to get this out to as many people around the world, if you will. And yes, those grandchildren are so important to us.
Yeah.
We had the oldest grandson here this summer.
Mr. California.
Yeah, he called himself California boy. He loves California. And, you know, I had a chance to see most of the other grandkids a couple of years ago when I was down in New Orleans. You know, that's just next level. You grandparents know what I'm talking about, man. They pull on your heart like no one else can. Your children could not pull on your heart like your grandchildren can and will.
Yeah.
So
and
thank you all.
Our grandchildren are our future.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, at one time we were younger, Mildred, we were saying our children are our future. It's actually our grandchildren now because we're so seasoned, you know, at the age that we are now. So yeah, it's our grandchildren.
Let me give you a text. You know, the scripture tells us that a good and righteous man leaves an inheritance to his children's children.
Yeah.
That's how important grandchildren are, and that's how important it is for the grandfather to be in the lives of his children, be in the life, if you will, of a community. Because it's his job to make sure there's a heritage, an inheritance for our children and for our communities.
Yeah. We want to give a shout out to our sister, my other sister in love, Devin's sister, Zena. Hey, Zena, she's watching on Facebook.
Z.
Hey, Zena.
Hey, Z.
And one of my classmates from the class of 1986, West Jeff. Ooh, almost 40 years. Joyce, hey Joyce, and Ronnie, hey Ronnie, love you, boo boo. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, don't take it to the heart, take it to the sleep so you could dust it off. All right.
All right. Okay.
I'm not acting like a parent. No, we're
gonna sharpen this up.
I don't want to parent my grandchildren. No.
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 We had one of them here for about a year.
Oh,
was Carter here for?
Carter was here.
He was here for about a year.
Yeah, we got him at 4.
Yeah. We had to really work with him. We had to work with him, and he knew Pawpaw loved him, but he knew Pawpaw was gonna strap him up real good. Now
he talking that trash at first. It took him a lot.
Yeah, it takes a lot to push.
And it was during COVID.
With grandkids.
Yeah, I'm not leave my grandchildren alone.
It takes a lot.
You know.
Yeah.
And when he got his little spanking, what I would do was I would call his dad first and say, "Look, tell your dad you about to get a spanking." What? But that's how, you know. And I think one time he was yelling, you know, because I was spending all my little coins.
Matter of fact, this is his tablet, I think.
No, that's not his.
No,
his
laptop,
is the Chromebook one.
Yeah.
And he was going back and forth with me, and Devin was like, "Oh no, your grandma do too much for you. Oh no." And he got that little pop, and he remembers that till today.
Oh yeah.
He remembers that, and that's a difference in discipline. In love, discipline in love. Yeah. You know, even though it crushed my heart, I was like, "Ooh, let me not say nothing," because guess what?
Because I don't really believe in that corporal punishment like that. I don't believe that. You know, I believe this. So we're too smart for that. You know, we have to be wiser. You know, we have to know how to talk with, how to, you know, disseminate wisdom. Yeah. For lack of a better word, manipulate, if you will. Yeah. Yeah,
and then it brings me to think about JoJo.
You gonna bring up that story?
When
You're
JoJo
not
was a
gonna
little
you're
boy,
not gonna bring up that
Mr.
story, are
Devin, everybody in my family calls Devin Mr. Devin, right? Anyway, so Mr. Devin kept saying, JoJo, turn your light off in your room, turn your light off in your room, turn your light off in your room, turn your light. I mean, over and over and over and over. He was a little kid, you know. So one day he came on in and JoJo came to the room. He was like, Mama, my light is not coming on. I said, what do you mean? He said, Ma, I turned the switch on and the light coming on. And I knew at that time, he took the light bulb out, right? And that's exactly what happened. But until this day, JoJo talks about that. He was like, now I understand. I understand. You know what I'm saying?
He
Take that
learned.
light bulb out. You're gonna need that light. Guess what?
He
I
learned.
bet, and he
He
learned.
learned. Yep.
So everything is not about whop, pop, pop across your head. It's not even about all that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I wish somebody would touch my grandchildren. But anyway, that's another segment. And let's see what these comments talk. Hey, I said, did I speak to Ronnie already? I think I did. Hey, Ronnie, we are not slaves anymore. Okay, Ronnie. No, we
That's
are
right.
not.
That's right.
We are not.
That's right. But we are dealing with some of the effects of those several hundred years of
Look at
slavery
JoJo.
in this country. Yes, we are.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's why I say we need therapy. We
yeah.
need therapy.
And a little piggyback off of Chad, the little incident happened with him. I made sure he came home every day from school. And this is my oldest son. So it was like, okay, I'm at work. I'm like, okay, he hasn't called me yet. I'm nervous. All my coworkers nervous. We're like, we're about to go spin the block, see where he is. Something's wrong. So a good friend of mine at the time, Shawanda, her nephew lived on the street. They went to school together. And I called him. I said, hey, have you seen Chad? He was like, yeah, he's on the street with the turtles. His friend have turtles. I said, excuse me? Turtles? So, I pulled up on him and I put that window down. I said, where are you supposed to be? What are you supposed to do when you come home from school? Go home. Look at Chad.
Che, you want the
Go
turtles,
home.
bro? You want the turtles?
I said, you better make it home before
Yes,
I do.
indeed.
Baby, when I tell you my baby was pedaling so fast, I've never seen him ride that bicycle so fast. But that time, when he said I was pedaling that bicycle,
Yeah.
baby, guess what? And he got home, but I had to put the
Turtle
little,
man.
I had to put the little, I had to put to the belt to the butt.
Yeah.
And then it hurt me because I was terrified because I didn't know where my child was. But when I realized, oh my God, thank you, Jesus, I found him. Ooh, you better get home.
He probably didn't want any turtles after that. Huh?
No, I
He
don't
didn't
think
want
he
any
wanted no
turtles.
turtles. And then with JoJo, I'm gonna leave y'all with this one. With JoJo, God rest in peace to my mother-in-law. I love her so much. Mary Alice Miles. We on the phone. He talking broken English. I said, Jahari, stop talking like that. He just kept on and on and on. Jahari, stop speaking like that. That's not funny. I think after the third time, and now we're on the phone with his grandmother at the time, and she kept laughing. Jojo, you better listen to your mom. Anyway, long story short, he did it again. And all of a sudden, I just reached over and I grabbed those lips. And he was in total shock. He said, Grandma, I'm going to call you back later. So when we finally got home, Devin was there. He had this little somber look on his face. And Devin said, man, what's up? What's happening? You have a phone book? My mom need anger management. I was like, no, I don't need anger management. You need to listen. So kind of stuff like that. But I've never had to discipline my kid. And I don't think Jamil ever got nothing. I don't think Jamil ever got. I can't even think. And Tyra, Tyra never got nothing either. So,
no.
nah.
No.
Jamil got off easy, and so did Tyra. So, yeah. But Chad said the tears was drying up. I was going so fast.
So fast. One was knocking the tears out his eyes.
Oh, my gosh. So stuff like this, I love this, babe. I really love this.
Well, everybody, we love you.
Yeah.
We know it's late, especially on the East Coast. For
Yes.
those on the East Coast, even Central. It's even late for us here on the West Coast.
It's not.
People like me who like to be in the bed for 8:30.
Oh
It's getting there. It's getting there. So, but anyway, we love you. Join us. Hopefully, you can join with me next week, and we can continue to build this, and let's get a movement going where we not only just have these conversations, but we start, getting together and forming a union, if you will, where we start putting some actionable items in place to make some changes in our communities. These are some of the things I did as a young man, even now as an older man. Some of the programs that I've been involved and engaged with here in the Bay Area, of course, back home when I was living in Atlanta. Helping families when I was pastoring church in New Orleans. Just feeding people, clothing people, and giving them a safe place to worship the Lord. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's continue. And like I said, you can share with me some of the things you'd like to see us talk about, because I want this to be an open conversation. I'm not here to preach.
Yeah.
I'm not here to lord over. I'm not here to dominate. No, this is meaningful conversations. What you have to say is so valuable,
Yes.
because
Yes.
that's how we learn. We learn from each other. We learn when we begin to talk and not be, what's the word? Um, what's the word I'm looking for? Not conflict. But we don't have to be at odds, if you will. Just understand this is conversation. We need to learn from each other. You're going to see it differently from me. I'm going to see it differently from someone else. But if we can sit down and have conversations, meaningful
Yeah.
conversations, we can break through. We can break some barriers. Break through
Yeah.
some
And what
barriers.
you say may help someone else and vice versa.
Yes.
So this is no, like I said, no holds barred,
All
open
right. Good night, Dr. K.
conversation.
Thank
Good
you.
night, Kay. Oh, thank you, Linda, from showing up on Facebook. Thank you,
Thank you. Thank you,
Linda.
Facebook family and friends. Thank you. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and shut it down. It's over an hour now. We wanted this to be about 20, 25 minutes. I
We're right at
promise. I promise we'll do better.
No, I think the hour was good because we had a lot of people,
Mhm.
sharing things. So, Maria
Yeah,
Scott, good night,
good night.
Maria.
All right. Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
y'all. See y'all didn't know about. Peace.
All right. Bye.
Let's see if I can. Good night, you guys.